trying to make this video is Shabbos, and it's also the Shabbat just before Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, how holy days begin. And it kind of feels like it's already begun because we told you of all the pre Rosh Hashanah, pre Yom Kippur holiday twice we've had before our actual Tishri begins. As a rabbi, our beloved rabbis have designated, because we have rabbis that are special scientists, because they're all scientists, biblical scientists, special scientists that beloved rabbis uh, to calculate the days correctly, because of our beloved God alone gave us the proper way and correct way to calculate the calendar. We use the sun and the moon. And so it says it doesn't give our love God alone. Now I want to say, because I'm listening to Shreem about Rosh Hashanah. And so we said we're preparing for Rosh Hashanah, and it's the days of creation. Today's the fifth day of creation. Okay, so this is the fifth day of creation that we're having now on our Shabbos. So it's quite beautiful when God created the heavens. So we're going to speak of how God created Adam and Eve, this beginning of Rosh Hashanah, the birthday. So this is it. And so, but I want to say to you something I said to Archangel Uriel when I saw him last, that man did not fall. Okay, man didn't fall. The angels that willingly fell to earth came and cohabitated with the human beings that went lustfully after things they shouldn't have done. Those things fell because they rebelled against God, who's a great king, awesome king, who everybody said that it was quite beautiful. I just God is anti-corruption king. So we nominate God as our anti-corruption hero, anti-corruption king. That's absolutely, positively the truth. And so now, absolutely. And so now, because our Torah is absolutely true, and so we said our Tanakh is absolutely true. So now, God, man was a war. The devil fell and tried to rebel with God and got jealous and tried to and work against God. He doesn't go back. Okay, I don't know why people say that the devil goes back, because the devil doesn't go back. Adam and Eve, we told you how we the first Adam and Eve, they called the second because God goes to Shabi and Miyazak, my beloved Kima, and how the angels that came, they were with us from the very beginning. Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Uriel, the angels that we told you, that we've shown you came. They helped us in the garden because God had us go to the garden, not because we had done something wrong, but because God had to, so much wrong, but God had to help us. We told you that, help us. And it's going to be very poignant. Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, it's going to be the way that God intended, as we told you from the very beginning. God didn't lose. We didn't lose. We're going to be, but the devil lost, and everybody willingly went with the devil. You see people that like that. They don't care. That's somebody that's doing something. Remember when the devil tried to start attacking that garden, and he tried to pretend evil, and she tried to say what God had said. So it's said he didn't fall, and Adam didn't fall. They had attacked by the devil. And got closed yet, and everyone was closed. God was closed. The angels were closed. So they had to be out of the garden and put someplace while God finished creating the whole entire universe. Is going to be. We live for eternity. So the proper term is not fall of man. It's the devil that fell. And the angels fell, that rebelled against the blood of God. Not the angel that came after to help us. Archangel Michael, Archangel Uriel. I think if you understand, the angels that came to try to help us because they knew that the devil's gone now. We told you what happened at that meeting, the climatization people, and Archangel Michael was an angel to help us to discover what they actually were doing. Climate control means something else. When all those things happened, when people died and they were looking at their bodies on the ground, I went outside, and and everybody heard a car, and she came back in a hologram, like we showed you in the video. That was real angel who went back up. He came to show it in the film, but he went back to heaven. He went up in the sky. He was the angel, okay, to show what happens. Gabriel says nobody knows, because that's what God did. So what happened was and the woman hell, but I think she made a comment like she was a hologram form. They couldn't grab it. They could on mission from heaven, from our beloved God alone, to take the wicked to hell. So she made a comment about she was a hologram form. She couldn't grab anything. It couldn't grab her, but they grabbed her and took her out. Her body lay out in the street, and they took it away. Just like the ones that they lay looking at their bodies, but to sit and being taken away by the angels to hell, and the angel took them to heaven. Now, Archangel Michael said something to everyone. He heard the word heaven. That's what he said. Okay, so now we are going to live for eternity. Me and my beloved sisters to be of a righteous family, and all beloved royal family members, all beloved kinspeople, citizens people, we live for eternity. And our beloved God alone is over us. And it's awesome, it's beautiful, it's going to be. God did not lose. God did not lose making Adam and Eve, or any other things that he made, the beautiful animals in the garden, or the way his plan to have people live for eternity, and the animals live in a beautiful paradise estate on earth. God didn't lose. So it said, so don't think that God lost, and don't think that man fell. The angels that rebelled against God fell. There was an angel that opposed the creation of man. God burned him up. His name started with an A. He was the angel of peace. God burned him up. There were more than just one that opposed God. God destroyed him. God burned that one up. So you shouldn't believe that lie that other people have. That's not true, that other thing. So we just said, it's not our God. So we're going to worship our beloved God as God alone. I don't know if I made you understand. Man coined the word. A man, human, made that term for Adam and Eve. When God created them, and it wasn't the fall of man. It was the angels that rebelled against God and fell and they were jealous. That's why the angel of peace was destroyed when he opposed God. He actually had the nerve to try to oppose God. And so he said, and God just smote him real quick, because God is like that. Let's do that too. Okay, so our God is not humanless, but above the sky, and we follow and worship our love God as God alone. We crowd as always. Our God is King of the universe. It's going to always be for all eternity. So the rabbi, I'm thinking about this. When I told Archangel Uriel that man did not fall, and I think I said to the rabbi before, the rabbi wanted me to explain to you why it wasn't that way, because God is still fighting for us, and it's God who brings us back, nothing else but God. When God took us from Exodus, in Exodus, God is the one. It's no human. It's no human being that comes to this earth and everybody's to worship. You're only supposed to worship God. So God is our King of the universe, and God is over me and my beloved David, who made us a man, king, and queen, a man, king, and a queen of never destroyed, never transferred the people, and our beloved God is God alone is over us, King of the universe, and made our beloved royal righteous family, beloved royal family members, and kings and royal family members down here of our very large kingdom, kings and queens that we came from, and we just live for eternity, and all the beloved royal members, our beloved royal kinspeople, citizens people, the royal subjects and royal kinspeople, citizens people of a very large kingdom that lasts forever, never destroyed, never change people. So we live for eternity. So please, people, don't worship that other thing. That's not our God. But that's the fallen thing, like the one that opposed God making man. He was smote at the very beginning. It's like if you hurt any earthly king and try to do something to him, God is King of the universe. Our God is awesome. It's King of the universe. As we said, I don't know everything, but I know that when I said that, we said it when we were little children, that God would still he wouldn't have sent the angels to help us or anything if that had been the case. Slide and harass, sexually harass, and and think you were supposed to bother them, and God is getting rid of all that dirty stuff. It's really wrong. And somebody said, you're supposed to worship only our beloved God, who's God alone, not something that comes there. You're not supposed to worship a human being. Somebody said, it's God who's God alone. So, they're stupid by saying, was man that made up that, trying to, or got it from a fallen thing. They're trying to say, something otherwise, because the devil doesn't want to take account for what he did. God burns him up too, just like he burned up the peace angel, the angel of peace. There are angels that are peaceful. They're beautiful. There was one that was called that, and God burned it up. So that's it. So we just want to let you that too, in the very beginning. So now we'll talk to you as we can. Try to be careful, say Lord, but we're trying to have Shabbat. But I think you understand. God, if that had happened, God would just that's it. God didn't do that, because God kept coming to us and coming and helping us, and because it's like what we told you in the garden. God said that He had to help us. He was going to help us. We hadn't even got clothes yet. So I said, and the devil warred against our beloved God. Our God wins, who's King of the universe, and the devil loses. So God sent us beautiful angels that are really real to help me and my beloved kids to beat our beloved Rochester family, our beloved kinspeople, family members, our beloved kinspeople, and citizen people. We win. We live for eternity. So we just looked at too. Also, quickly, we have things to say to you about what we told you about our beloved relatives as we inherit the House of England. That man, that woman is with that man. Beatrice was actually Harry's wife, and we told you what Markle did. That's one of their sisters, that Asian-looking woman, but she's actually she that should be really old now. She'll be more like Ishi, Spanish, like she had something to do with hurting Beatrice too. She's not around either. That's it. And we just let you know that too. She was only with Harry, but that's it. And she only loved Harry, but that's it. And so we just let you know that too. And Harry only loved her. So that's one of Colin Powell's relatives, one of Marco's relatives. And we told you what happened to Marco. They would let us say all those things if it weren't true. As I said, they're really beautiful. So and they're Jewish too. Queen Elizabeth was a Jew. So Harry was a Jew. Hey, Harry, that's Jewish. And Eugenia was a Jew. So we said later too. So wanted their people to be. And we told you that everybody was on succession. Me and my beloved DeuteronomyChapter to beat, because they knew that we inherited a large kingdom, less forever, never just people, and never transfer the people. And our beloved God lives over to live for eternity. And they want their people to live for eternity too. Not because they were trying to, anything, but they know they come back. They wanted their people to have a chance to live for eternity too, because we live for eternity. It's going to be the way that God intended from the beginning. So Adam and Eve didn't lose. We told you that, and we told you the original sin was eradicated many months ago, because we told you the devil came to attack. The devil outside attacking now. You're blah blah blah. You're blah blah blah. You're blah blah blah. The people that attack and homosexual attack the door. That's the devil, people. And there was this woman that I saw, this little girl. She tried to hurt my beloved uncle and father-in-law, who's also my beloved father and mother. She came. I saw her. The woman would touch me and get a sore throat. She was so dirty. She said so. I saw her. She still has that. She couldn't do that this time because I'm bigger. And I've reached being perfect. The way that God wants you to be more perfect for our beloved God alone. I can't stand dirt. So we just said, I don't like dirty things, and if anybody's dirty, I can feel it. I can look at her and see. And she tried to shake my hand, and it started to hurt. She gave me an earache, and I get a sore throat. She tried it this time. She came down here bothering me. She knew how this worked. She came to how this hotel was made and how it worked. It's on a mountain, so the stair. So when you take the elevator, you go up to the lobby, and not down to the lobby, because it's put on a mountain. So because we own this, which is like too. So but now the woman tried to something mom, and so we wanted to let you know that she tried it again, like she didn't know, but the guard came downstairs. She didn't know it was a guard. She was going to try something. She tried to shoot mom, something like that. After, because my husband looks just like his father, and she was after trying to get hurt his mother, who's also my aunt, and I look like my mom's, my aunt, who's my mother-in-law, and they used to always say, "Is that your daughter?" She said, "No, it's my niece, and she's my daughter-in-law." So look like your family members. I think she's one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen, and it was a compliment. I really look like you, maybe a little bit. We showed you some, but I think she's one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen. And okay, so she's my relative, so I have beautiful family members, and so we just like that too. I have the most beautiful family in the whole entire universe that God gave to us and gave to me. And now we just want to say that to you too. Gave to me and my beloved keep. The word fall is not proper for man. I'm sure the devil tried to make that up. Man did not fall. Because I saw him say she was bad. Oh, that's not true. So that's it. So the people write things, they try to tell lies. Like those people at the climatization, they told lies. Because that's it. And everybody knows the angels came to try to help us understand that that's not what we said. You can't change that. You're not, they would have to ask anybody anything. I'll go outside and change the weather like that. Okay, so they told a lie, right? And everybody needs carbon. Okay, there's about 7 billion people on the planet. Everybody human emits carbon. They need the nitrates for the body. The carbon sinks. Okay, the plants need that to suck up the carbon so they can emit oxygen. We emit carbon and we breathe in oxygen from the plants that take in the carbon and emit oxygen. Okay, so now something that our beloved God has got alone created. The man will never break that. And it's just setting the devil that that fell and tried to be in the place of God, and everything else should be in the place of God. That's what they mean, what the rabbis mean when they say you should be trying to take the crown of our God, because our God is King of the universe. So we know that if they try to take the crown of our beloved God alone, they would suddenly try to hurt us down here, who God made us a man, king, and queen. Me and my beloved keeps me man, king, and queen, and our beloved royal righteous family, royal family members, our beloved royal family members, royal family members, royal family members. The people that felt side with the devil do the same as the devil. We're God's holy children, God's holy people. We do as our beloved God, as God alone tells us to do. And so the bad people, you can tell they're doing bad things against God. No, we can, easy to tell. Because that's related to. Okay, so repeat. I say, I'm sure that God gives me the words to say that man did not really fall because God was still trying to help us. You know what I'm saying? The angels that warred against our beloved God, as God alone fell. And the ones that remain servants of our beloved God alone for all eternity and faithfully, the ones that God sent to us, they did not fall. And we did not fall. We remain faithfully to our beloved God alone for eternity. He would not have given us more offspring to make, am I making sense? To make more babies, because that'd have been it. That is all that too. So we're the first Adam and second Adam and Eve. So basically said, and that's why the devil tried to keep us from having children. The devil goes away. Anybody that tries to kill off all our population could be anything but the devil. So keep us from having children, but it won't be. We win. I don't know if I'm scared to see some of these things because I'm afraid of God. You know, because you're supposed to be afraid of God. And I want to say dirty, wrong things. I'm never going to do that. But our God is king. Our God is awesome. Our God knows the answers in the beginning and the end, and doesn't fail. Our God, what God intended from the point of creation will be. We live for eternity. Me and my beloved kids of eat, no, but Rochester family, royal families, all kids of the sinner people, we live for eternity. And good families live for eternity too. They have their place. The God prodigal showed us living for eternity and handing out the fruit of everlasting life with our beloved God alone. Sitting behind us is so big until we never see the face of God, because you cannot live and see the face of God. So God tells us to tell you you can live for eternity because we live for eternity. Archangel Gabriel gave us the announcement. We live for eternity. Archangel Michael said it'll be resurrection, and our people will come back. This said, we know that that's going to be. So do you see what I'm saying? We did not fall like those angels that fell and tried to fight against our beloved God as God. When they fell, when they first started, we would never do that. Never, ever for eternity. He said, so we're the children of beloved God as God, and whole children of beloved God alone. And we choose life. It's today's parsha. You know, we choose life so that we may live for eternity. That's the rest of it. Oral Torah, because we want to live for eternity. And first of all, we want to bow down to our God and worship our beloved God alone. We say, I'm sure we win. Everybody with us wins. The commercial happened on television, and it said, nominate who you want, pick who you want for anti-corruption hero. Our God is anti-corruption hero and king. Our God. That's what it said. And me and my beloved kids of Eden, and all the high angels and angels did not fall me to beloved God alone. They chose our beloved God alone. And me and my beloved kids of Eden, we chose our beloved God alone. And all our beloved Rochester family, our beloved families, all our kings, people, and the beautiful of the kingdom, of our brother kingdom, last forever never destroyed, have chosen our God as anti-corruption hero, Mosaic law, anti-corruption king. Our beloved God loves over us and we live for eternity. Please, people, don't succumb to the fact that thing is still trying to sit on the throne of God. Because rabbi, if you look at some of the videos, the rabbi said that's what it was trying to do. A video today, the rabbi said that's what they're trying to do. They're not going to sit on the throne of our God, and we would never ever do that. We would never try to do that. We sit on the throne of God, the throne that God gave to us, and we worship our beloved God alone, bow down to our beloved God alone for all eternity, because we love our beloved God alone, King of the universe. And the dirty people still talking to the door, a dirty man. I'm sure it's a homosexual man trying to kill us. It's a nasty, dirty man. It's the same old voice that stalks. We're in Jordan now. The same voice I heard in other places that went. They let that man come in here and bother. Someone said to you, I know it's a dirty man. It's a dirty homo man. And we have the protection of beloved God alone, says how the angels, the promises of God alone, to help us and protect us to keep the devil from hurting us. That's why they came. You know, that woman, she actually injured us in the breakfast room that morning. She did a terrible thing. We had to go to the hospital. She did a really bad thing. And then she wanted to say she didn't do it, but she did. Miracles happen. She did a terrible thing to us. She cut us where we bled. There's somebody next door that's doing the same thing, trying to cut us and kill us, keep us from being. But God kept us from. God sent the angels to help us. That did not harm us of God's God, because God knew the end in the beginning. Still having us from a garden, and now the devil's still trying to attack us. But the devil lost, and now God is getting rid of all the other things on the earth that sided with the devil. That's the thing next door, this where it's rest of the wall, actually sided with the devil. That's something that actually sided with the devil. We always chose our God, our beloved God's God alone, even from the very beginning. We're like, the way it's going to be. God knew when He made us that we would be. So that's it. And everybody of us, everybody of God, that would be everything that God made from the very beginning. It's going to be. The devil made things. The devil's things go away. We live for eternity. The Holy Trinity, my love, God is God alone. Me, I believe family, kids of our watch house family, our families, our kids, one of our God. We're the Holy Trinity, beloved God alone, and God sent His divine beings that did not fall, and His sons that did not fall. The angels are the sons of God, holy sons of God, that did not fall. The remain sons of love, God is God alone, to help me and my beloved kids of eat. Who we are the Holy Trinity, beloved God is God alone. And he sent King of Satan, our beloved Russia, our beloved family, kids, people, and the people of the kingdom as we live for eternity, and we our kingdom lasts forever. Never destroyed, never turns people. So I'm just gonna let that too. Now we're touching to the can. I just thought I had to say something for Shabbat because I was listening to the rabbi and said, "Get it right." But let me tell you that they understand that man didn't actually fall. The devil that fell, he goes away for eternity. He did it on purpose, still doing stuff. Isn't that nasty? But we're not the fallen. We didn't fall. We live for eternity. The devil came attacking us like the devil's attacking us now. People, the devil's attacking homosexuality, all dirty stuff, nasty stuff, filthy stuff, cutting people in the breakfast room, little kids doing all kinds of bad things to us, hurting our family, beloved world, beloved world, Rochester family, hurt beloved world, family members hurting beloved world, kinspeople, citizens people, hurting animals. That's the devil doing this.